want to talk a little bit about what the MALS program has meant to all of us graduating and how we have evolved into the people we are on this most momentous day. Not that long ago, we were all neurotic graduate students with the paper we needed to write, a few hundred pages of a few books to read, and about 4 emailed questions to ask about our next assignment, due, of course, tomorrow. It was one of the many things that bonded us, though we came from various walks in life, various careers, and even different parts of the world. We shared a common love for knowledge and the sharing of new and innovative ideas. It was a part of what defined us, and always went down easier sharing the ever-important glass of a good wine. We use these times to learn more about the world in which we live, to talk about the social issues that affected our viewpoints, challenging each other to enhance our own knowledge and beliefs. It was in this very experience that we all thrived. We grew under the watchful eyes of our instructors. Our professors' guidance helped us to achieve our goals of enlightenment, illumination, and transfiguration. Personally, I can give thanks to several remarkable and formidable academic giants and let them know how they inspired me to achieve more than I ever believed I could. Through my first instructor, Dr. Kent Wicker, I learned to have the courage of my conviction, to mean what I say and to say it as succinctly as possible with action verbs. Dr. Kathy Rudy, I learned to question and reshape the boundaries of my thinking and to recognize that I share this earth with all its inhabitants, owing them my respect and consideration. Dr. Debbie Gold reminded me that there is a graceful beauty in the process of growing older and helped me to understand that a good death is a part of a joyful life. Dr. Martin Miller showed me the truth of the Russian struggle for moral equality and how art can both reflect and shape a vision of who we aspire to be. Margaret Sarter taught me much in the 2 classes I took with her. In them, I learned to appreciate the messages captured in the photograph and that the stories we hold in our hearts that shape us deserve to be told. She was also my rock when it came to completing my final project. Thank you, Margaret, for helping me to find my voice and for helping me to share it with the world. Dr. Rasmussen renewed within me a childlike pleasure in the old tales of King Arthur, reminding me that some stories are essentially timeless. Dr. Ilana Miller, in her lectures, showed me the full story of history is almost never told, and that there are many reasons why we should take a second look at what we are asked to believe. Dr. McShay helped to shape my understanding of why science is so important to understanding the miracle of life all around us. And Dr. Zapp gave me permission with her generous and given spirit to explore my interests and shape my own education. Thanks also goes to Dink Sidabi, who's been kinder to me than many of you guys know, and whose happy, cheerful voice was always a pleasure to hear whenever I called the MALS office with some weighty matter. And last, but certainly not least, I give a heartfelt thanks to our dearly departed Margaret Tennis, who saw potential in me and was gracious enough to bestow scholarship funds so that I could attend Duke University. If you are listening, I can't thank you enough for your belief in me and miss the stories we would share of our wonderful experiences in France. May God rest your loving soul. The professors and staff were integral to our success, but they weren't the only ones who helped us up that ladder. There are others who made possible this day of Jubilee, this most momentous day. We can thank our spouses, our significant others who suffered being completely ignored for the past few years, who were given the bulk of household responsibilities and who edited and critiqued many 5 to 20-page papers without complaint. Thanks so much to my best friend, my safe harbor, William Payton. You were the calming ocean in which I swam when I needed protecting, and you never failed me. I loved you. We can also thank our children who patiently waited for their parents to complete their tasks, who gave up the attention of those whom they loved best. Thank you, my darlings, my sweet, sweet children, Celie, Zoe, and Zion. Thank you for supporting me and for being so patient with me. Never doubt that I love you more than my next breath. Let's say thanks as well to our parents, the ones who gave so much to all of us to feed our hopes and dreams, often with the sacrifice to remains of their own. Mom, Dad, I'm so blessed to have this day to show to you how much you mean to me, and I honor you with my efforts at higher education. I love you. But back to the point. What has the MALS program meant to us? Has it been just a cerebral roller coaster? What can we say that we have gained? I stated before that we all had our personal reasons to grow. However, I do believe that each one of us here came to refreshing of the spirit, a deeper understanding of the self and of our unique voices. Each one of us created a project at the end of our studies to represent this, but more importantly, we have learned that our knowledge has weight, has merit, and I know this to be a most treasured and splendid thing. I can see my own self more clearly, and I know that I am a powerful and beautiful being. We, the graduating class of 2014, are all powerful and beautiful beings. There's no way that I can summarize adequately in a few clumsy words how the MALS program has certainly enhanced my confidence, how it has reshaped my viewpoint on the impact I have in this world. What I can tell you, though, is that upon completion, I feel that my life has become golden, and I am fiercely proud of what I've accomplished here, as are we all. As I close on this most momentous day, I will share with you one final submission about the MALS program and how each graduate here has found their own voice. I sent an email early in April to each graduate to describe in 6 words or less a mini snapshot of their experiences here at Duke. I wanted to do this to underscore my assertion that the compendium of our different experiences are the center of what binds us, strengthens us, refines us. Each graduating student is an essential puzzle piece to fill the picture of how our lives have changed, of how we've all been reborn. The responses I received from those willing to participate were telling. On a side note, I have to thank Margaret Sarter for letting me borrow the book, The 6-Word Memoir, that gave me this idea. I'm sorry, it wasn't original, I'm sorry. I think it's great because it gives me a chance to share my fellow classmates the opportunity to also speak on their graduation day. So some of us cheated, but that's okay. Sarah Hager, her 6-word memoir is Realizing There's More in Me. Solomon Kidwai, My Lord, Increase Me in Knowledge. Cheryl Taylor, Dazzled by the Brilliance